Happy New Year, everybody! Welcome to my next Blu Ray collection, but it's gonna be called my 4K Blu Ray collection because since after I made my last Blu Ray collection video, I had gotten a lot of 4Ks. So really, this is my very first 4K Blu Ray collection. I mean, I had 4Ks in my last, like I said, but so yeah, it's my 4K Blu Ray collection. So I'm going to be showing you every single movie I own on Blu-ray or 4K. It's going to be a lot of fun, and so yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. So I hope you enjoy it yourself. And I'm sorry my last video was almost like an hour and a half long. So I'm going to try and make this one a lot shorter than the last one. And even though I'm actually not really used to this, so yeah, I'm still kind of a beginner, but I'm going to try and get this done. Try to get this done sooner than last time. So yeah, I'm going to do this in alphabetical order. And I do want to say one thing. You're going to see some movies on this list where I have, wait, why does he have the first installment and last installment but none in between? Or, hey, why would you have the second one but not the first one? You're going to see that. You're going to see a lot of that on this list because for the most part I do own all of them, but on regular DVD. And I just haven't updated them to at least Blu-ray yet. I will update all of them to at least Blu-ray eventually. Don't worry, but you're going to see quite a lot in this video where I have like a sequel, but not its predecessor, or maybe all the franchises except one in particular. So yeah, you're gonna see that a lot on this list. Oh, one more thing: when you put a set of movies or video games or CDs or books or anything at all in alphabetical order, guys, numbers go last, not first. This is the alphabet we're talking about. The alphabet is obviously about the letters. The letters and only the letters. Numbers go last and always last. Much more, well, just as important as that ladies should always go before gentlemen, you know? This is just as important as that. Letters go first. Ladies and letters go first. But anyways, we're just talking about the numbers and letters. So yeah, letters always go first. Numbers always go last. That's how it is. So let's go ahead and get to it. It's gonna be so excited for this. So yeah, and here we go. First one up is Abduction, a movie starring Taylor Lautner. I think this is a fun movie to watch. Did it get bad reviews when it came out in 2011? But I think it's good. I enjoy it. We got A Bug's Life. I've loved it. I love this movie ever since I first saw it. Great Pixar movie. Does have some annoying moments, to be honest, but it's still a good movie. And we got The Accountant. Really underrated action film. Definitely love this movie. It's better than Abduction, if you ask me. So yeah, Ben Affleck is badass. I love The Accountant. It was definitely one of my favorite movies of 2016. Here we go. Oh, Dog's Purpose. My God, I love this movie. This movie is so fantastic. Super underrated movie. This is definitely one of the best movies of 2017. This movie is amazing. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet, even if you're not a big fan of dogs. And we got the sequel that just came out last year, A Dog's Journey. Wasn't quite as good as the first one, but it was still a great film. I do love this movie. Like, you gotta watch this movie and the first one. This one actually is a little more depressing than the first one, and there is a big disturbing issue I have with this movie, but I'm gonna save that for a review in the future, whenever that'll be. But yeah, great sequel. Aladdin, one of the best Disney movies ever made, and one of the best animated movies ever made, and of course one of my favorite movies in general of all time. You gotta own Aladdin. Aladdin is a classic as hell. Love Aladdin and everything about it. And rest in peace, Robin Williams. And here we got the live-action Aladdin, that just came out last year. I enjoy this movie. I thought it was really good. The best live-action Disney remake he had last year. Will Smith was really good as Genie. Everyone else was really good in it. wasn't quite anywhere near as good as the original, but I still really enjoyed it. I was a little disappointed by this movie, but still a great film. I love it. And we got Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Very Bad Day. Sorry, based off that children's book that I read in second grade. And this is a cute movie. I enjoy it. It is pretty funny. We got Alice with the Looking Glass. Entertaining, but it was disappointing. Nowhere near as good as the first Alice in Wonderland. Even the original film is better than this movie. I mean, the best Alice in Wonderland movie, period, is its predecessor from 2010. But I enjoy this movie. Not great, but good. Oh yeah, and here we got Alien, a really good movie. I mean, what can I say? This is a film. I like Alien. It's really good. But Aliens is one of the best movies ever made. A lot better than Alien. I know a lot of people say Alien is the best. There is no way Alien is better than this movie. Aliens is a lot better. And it's like Aliens is freaking amazing. You gotta love Aliens. When Ripley defeats that queen alien and that giant robot thing that you get into, like, this movie is just awesome. Sigourney Weaver is badass. Love Aliens and everything about it. It was definitely one of the best of the 80s decade, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. The best Alien movie of all time, and only really the one that I actually love so much. Alien 3 I think is entertaining, but has a lot of issues. Could have been so much better. And like, why did you have to do that to Ripley and Newt? I mean, that's ridiculous. But I do enjoy this movie at times. Not a great film, has its issue, has a lot of problems, but I enjoy it. Same with Alien Resurrection, although I like this movie a little bit more than Alien 3, to be honest. Just a tad bit. Yeah, entertaining. We got Prometheus. Why is this in the A section? Is because it's the first prequel to the Alien franchise. So yeah, Prometheus is really good. Great visuals. Alien Covenant. This one was very divisive, but I actually liked it a little bit more than Prometheus. I thought this was really good. Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip. Not as good as any of the first three, but it's decent. American Sniper. Wow, what an excellent movie this is. I love American Sniper so much. It is amazing. Really wish this won Best Picture at the Oscars, and I wish Bradley Cooper won Best Actor. This is probably my favorite movie so far that I've seen ever directed by Clint Eastwood. Amazing movie. We got the Angry Birds movie. I enjoy this film. The Angry Birds movie 2. I would say as good as the first one. I like it. It's fun to watch. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I have not seen any of these movies. This belongs to my stepdad. He really likes this movie. Ant-Man. Oh, this is a great movie. Love it. The first MCU film to show you on this list. I love Ant-Man. Ant-Man and the Wasp was really good, but it is one of my least favorite in the MCU movies, or MCU franchise, but it's still really good. Aquaman, DCU movie that was so damn good. I love it. Amber Heard is great in it. Wow, I love Amber Heard. She's an amazingly sexy woman. I want to marry her so badly, you know? But anyways, Aquaman is awesome. Great visuals. You gotta see it if you haven't already. Armageddon, really good disaster movie. In fact, probably the most intense disaster movie I've ever seen in my life. And I have to say, I gotta say one of my favorite disaster movies of all time. I really do like Armageddon a lot. It's really good. Here we got A Star Is Born. This belongs to my mom. She loves this movie. I have not seen this yet, but I will. I promise. Oh, sorry, crap. Atlantis: The Lost Empire and Miles Return double feature. I've only seen Miles Return like once a long time ago, but the first one, Lost Empire, very underrated Disney movie. I love it. I would have to say one of the best animated Disney movies of all time. Love Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Atomic Blonde. This one was badass. I actually loved this movie. This was great. Oh yeah, Avatar, one of my all-time favorite movies. Avatar is an excellent, flawless movie. This movie is not overrated. It's not overrated at all. This is one of the best movies of all time. Avatar is amazing. Please release Avatar 2 in theaters already. I want to see it, and I want to love it even more than the first one. But yeah, Avatar, amazing, flawless classic. Not one single flaw is in this movie. And here we have all 4 Avengers movies. Also some of the best films I've ever made. The Avengers, love this movie. It's excellent. Obviously one of the best in the MCU, and it's one of the best movies ever made. Avengers: Age of Ultron I actually love a little more than the first one. Great film, one of the most underrated films in the MCU. Avengers: Infinity War I even love more than Age of Ultron. The great film. And Avengers Endgame is not only the best Avengers movie of all time, but it's the best MCU movie of all time, and of course, one of the best movies of all time. Although, highest grossing movie of all time, beat Avatar, really was not happy about it because I even love Avatar a lot more than this movie. But I am happy for it at least. At least it still has a movie with, Zoe Saldana, Gamora. So yeah, this movie's amazing. It was one of the best movies of last year, and it's one of the best movies ever. We got A View to a Kill, a really good James Bond movie where the main villain is played by Christopher Walken. And Baby Driver. This movie's really good. I like this movie a lot. It's really good. Batman. I love Batman. You gotta love Batman. Jack Nicholson is great as Joker. Love Batman so much. Batman Returns, not as good as the first one, but still really good. Batman Forever, the best movie, directed by Joel Schumacher. And, oh my god, Jim Carrey as the Riddler. It would have been great if he won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Jim Carrey was fucking amazing as the Riddler in this movie. Batman Forever is an excellent movie. People don't like this movie. There is nothing wrong with Batman Forever. Batman Forever is a perfect, amazing film. Batman and Robin, great movie. Not a bad movie at all. Has issues, but for the most part, it's still a good movie. George Clooney should be proud of himself for being in this film. This is a good movie. Doesn't matter what most people say. All Batman movies are good, even this one. Has issues, but still, Batman and Robin is a great movie. And we got The Dark Knight Rises, the #1 best Batman movie of all time. Love The Dark Knight Rises. Fucking amazing. Anne Hathaway is great as Catwoman. Love The Dark Knight Rises. Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. Very divisive. I actually love this movie. We got Battleship. Oh, Battleship is awesome and underrated. Definitely one of Peter Brook's best movies, and one of the best movies of 2012. Battleship is awesome. We got Baywatch, Beauty and the Beast. Gotta love Beauty and the Beast. The live-action Beauty and the Beast. I thought this one was great. I love this movie. Oh. And here we got Big Hero 6. Oh, Big Hero 6 was such a great film. Definitely one of the best Disney movies of all time. I love Big Hero 6 so much. Black Panther. Great film. Definitely one of the best MCU movies. Really love Black Panther. Everyone was great in this movie. Even in Black Panther, my god, Black Panther is badass. You gotta love Black Panther. Brave, a very, very overrated Pixar movie. It is fun to watch. I like it, but one of my least favorite Pixar films. So yeah, don't love this movie, but I like it. Bridesmaids, belongs to my mom. Have not seen this yet, at least. Broken Arrow with Christian Slater and John Travolta. This movie is awesome. I love it. Really underrated movie, directed by John Woo. Have you heard of Broken Arrow? If you've not heard of Broken Arrow, then you gotta see it. It's very underrated. I love Broken Arrow. Awesome action movie. It's so good. Check it out if you haven't seen it. You'll love it. Trust me. And we got Bumblebee, the movie. With Haley Steinfeld and John Cena. I love this movie. I loved it. I thought it was great. It was one of my favorites of 2018. Yeah. Call Me by Your Name. This belongs to my mother. Never seen this. Do not care to. Looks ridiculous. You don't need to see this movie. This is really not my kind of movie. It doesn't look good. Never saw it, never will, don't care to. Not my kind of movie. The Captain America trilogy. The first one's great, I love it. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This one was better. Love it. It was, of course, one of my favorite movies in of the MCU. It is one of my favorite movies in the MCU, and it was one of my favorites of 2014. But Captain America: Civil War, I think this is the best Captain America movie, and one of the best in the MCU, of course. Loved Captain America so freaking much. Love this movie. It's one of the best movies ever made. Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. I thought this was really good. Has issues. The plot might seem a little silly, but still really good. But beautiful animation. Beautiful animation. I hope they make a sequel at some point, and I hope it does not disappoint at all. Captain Marvel, the weakest in the MCU, in the MCU so far, but it's fun. Not great, but good at least. Cars 2, very underrated Pixar movie. Guys, Cars 2 is a great film. Why do you rant on this movie? Cars 2 is a great film. Cars 3 is not only the best movie in the Cars trilogy, but it is one of the best Pixar movies of all time. Cars 3 is amazing. Could not have been better. Central Intelligence. I really love this movie. I would be happy if they made a sequel for this at some point. Oh, The Change Up. Funny as hell. One of my favorite comedies of all time. Olivia Wilde. Another woman I want to marry and just have sex with. I love Olivia Wilde. Amazingly sexy woman. And Leslie Mann's funny. You gotta love this movie. Especially Ryan Reynolds' character. As of when he was Jason Bateman, you know? But yeah. One of the best comedies of all time. Alright, let's get to this. Let's continue. Charlie's Angels, one of the best movies based on TV shows of all time. I love it. This movie's badass. My favorite character is Natalie, played by the sexy Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz is really with these three. So yeah, Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu. The only one that's actually attractive is Cameron Diaz. But either way, they're all good. But like I said, Natalie is my favorite character in this movie. Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Not quite as good as the first one, but this was still a great movie. Although it's one of those sequels towards the exact same timeline, but it's still a great film. At least Cameron Diaz's hair is a lot longer in this movie. That's good, at least. Cameron Diaz. And think of her from The Mask, you know. But yeah, great movie, but not as great as the sequel exactly. But yeah. Cheaper by the Dozen 2. Why is the first one not released on Blu-ray, but this one is? That's weird. But I enjoyed this. Christopher Robin. The live-action Cinderella. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. Really good movie. Coco. Love Coco. This was a great film. And of course, you just had to know that this was going to win the Oscar for Best Animated Film. Back in 2018. Like, I mean, how could this not have won Best Animated Film? This movie's great. The Commuter. Liam Neeson's really badass. I enjoy this movie. Con Air. One of the best action movies of all time. This is a classic. Masterpiece. Flawless movie. John Malkovich plays a terrific villain. Love Con Air. It's one of the best movies ever made. Cruel Intentions. Oh, love Cruel Intentions. Great movie. Reese Witherspoon and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Watching this movie makes me wish I was already their age and I was an actor and I was in an NC-17 rated romance movie starring me and Reese Witherspoon and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Especially Reese Witherspoon. I mean, Reese Witherspoon is one of the most sexiest women ever to exist in all of life. And so is Sarah Michelle Gellar, but not as hot. But she's not as sexy as Reese Witherspoon. But yeah, love these two actresses. Really wish I was already their age in the 90s, and I started in an R-rated or NC-17 rated romance movie starring me and these two. But yeah, especially Reese Witherspoon. This is a great movie. But Catherine, played by Sarah as a character, one of the worst people ever made. You just want to punch her in the face, you know? But yeah. But great drama. You gotta check it out if you haven't yet. Daddy's Home. One of the funniest comedy movies I've seen in a really long time. I love Daddy's Home. Great film. Daddy's Home 2 was a little disappointing, but it's still solid. I really enjoyed it. It's good. Deadpool. Everybody loves Deadpool. Deadpool is awesome. Deadpool 2 is pretty much just as good as the first one, but yeah, great film. I love it. Death Wish, the remake starring Bruce Willis. I enjoyed this movie. Deep Blue Sea, the best shark movie of all time. Classic film, a masterpiece, better than Jaws. Deepwater Horizon, a great film. Den of Thieves. I think this is one of the best heist films of all time. I love Den of Thieves. This was great. The Departed. I enjoy this movie, but it's kind of overrated. But it's really good. And we got the Despicable Me trilogy. My favorite one is number 2 so far. Number 3 I think is really good, but a lot of people don't think so. But I thought it was good. Diary of Wimpy Kid Dog Days. Definitely love this. It was one of my favorites of 2012, and it's the best Diary of Wimpy Kid movie. Die Another Day, my favorite James Bond movie of all time. Love Die Another Day. Even Halle Berry is really good in this movie. Love Die Another Day. It's an excellent film, and one of my favorites of all time. And like I said, my favorite James Bond movie ever. And I can't wait for No Time to Die. Cannot wait for that film. Die Hard, one of the best action movies of all time, and one of my all-time favorites. Die Hard is excellent. A Good Day to Die Hard. Weakest in the Die Hard franchise so far. I know a lot of people hate this movie, but I think this is still a good movie. It's really not bad. I mean, like I said, issues, but still a great film. Divergent, belongs to my sister, never seen it. Django Unchained, love Django Unchained. Bloody and awesome. We got Doctor Strange, and we got Doom, a guilty pleasure film. Okay, we got Dumb and Dumber 2, wasn't as good as the first film, but still really good. The live-action Dumbo, entertaining, but not really a great film. Dunkirk, Edge of Tomorrow, you gotta love Edge of Tomorrow, it's great. The Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove double feature. I don't remember much for Kronk's New Groove, but the Emperor's New Groove is a really underrated Disney film. Eraser, one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie of all time. This is an excellent, underrated classic. I love Eraser so much. It's one of the best movies ever. And the Expendables trilogy, great, really good action movies, very fun to watch. Love all 3 of them. We got Face Off, love Face Off. Woo-wee, you good looking, you hot. Face Off is a great film. We got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, great film. And Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Weakest in the Harry Potter franchise. In fact, yeah, prequels of Harry Potter, you know. Disappointing, but it's entertaining. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Weakest in the Fast and Furious franchise, not really that good. Fast and Furious 4. Fast 5. Fast and Furious 6, definitely love this movie. Furious 7, the best Fast and Furious movie so far. The Fate of the Furious, great film. By far the best Fast and Furious movie with no Paul Walker. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, great film. Ferdinand. And here we got 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Freed. These are good movies. Doesn't matter what most people say. These are well, the first 2, they're good but not great. But Freed is great. I love this movie. This is the best one. Yeah, great performances led by Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan. Very well directed, and a good script. These movies are not bad at all. Don't listen to these. If you haven't seen these movies, go watch them. Don't listen to the haters. These are good movies. Freed is the best one. Love Freed so much. It was one of the best movies of 2018. We got Finding Dory. Not quite as good as Finding Nemo, but still a great film. Flags of Fathers, great movie. You gotta love it. Frozen, I really like Frozen. It's good. I will give Frozen 2, although Frozen 2 could have been a lot better. Fury, great film. Geostorm. G.I. Joe Retaliation, I love this movie. Godzilla, the one with Matthew Broderick. What do people not like about this movie? I think this is a great film. Godzilla, really good, from 2014, really good. And Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I actually think this is a lot better than the first one. GoldenEye, a great Bond movie. The Grinch, the animated one. So far, the weakest Dr. Seuss adaptation, but it's a cute movie. And just like Having Underpants, beautiful animation. Here we got Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. I love both of them. I actually like the second one a little more. Hacksaw Ridge, amazing movie. One of the best war movies of all time, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. We got the original Halloween, the only Halloween movie I own as of now. I will own the rest. I haven't seen all of them yet, but I will watch all of them, and I will own all of them. Well, almost all of them. But yeah, well, you know. But I like this movie. It's really good. A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. We're still gonna make a fourth Harold and Kumar movie. Why didn't they make a fourth one already? That sucks. But I love these movies. These movies are funny. And here we got Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is a great film. I know almost just about everyone says it's like one of the best Harry Potter movies. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I think I might actually love this movie a little bit more than the Prisoner of Azkaban. But Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, definitely one of the best Harry Potter movies. In fact, this is my second favorite Harry Potter movie. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, good. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, really good. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the best Harry Potter movie of all time, and the number one best fantasy movie of all time. Alright. Heat, fantastic movie, the best heist movie I've ever seen in my life. Hell or High Water, another great heist movie. We got Hitman, Hitman Agent 47, The Hitman's Bodyguard, Hop, the only Easter movie I know to watch. I've never seen the Ten Commandments, and I don't really want to because it's such a long-ass movie. Horrible Bosses 2, not anywhere near as good as the first one. Pretty disappointing, but it's solid. The Host, I have not seen this movie. I've heard nothing but terrible things. My sister saw it for the first time after I got this for her for Christmas. And even she said it wasn't that good, but she thought it was like okay at least. We got the first two How to Train Your Dragon movies. H.P. Lovecraft's Reanimator. No idea what this movie until my mom got this to my stepdad or the other way around. Don't need to see it. We got the Hunger Games sequels. The best Hunger Games movie of all time is Mockingjay Part 2, without a doubt. Hunter Killer. Ice Age 1, 4, and 5. 5 is the weakest in the Ice Age movie. Disappointing, but I enjoy it. But the best Ice Age movie of all time is number 4. I love Ice Age Continental Drift. It is fucking amazing as hell. Identity Thief, really good. Love it. And The Incredible Hulk. The Incredibles 2, great sequel. Wasn't as good as the first film, but it was still a great film. I do love it. Independence Day. Love Independence Day. Classic film. You gotta love it. Independence Day Resurgence was such a great movie. Why do people hate this movie so much? There was nothing wrong with Independence Day Resurgence. Wasn't quite as good as the first film, but it was still great. Amazing CGI, great acting, really well directed. This movie is awesome. Can't believe they canceled the third one. They should not have canceled it. This was an excellent movie. There was nothing wrong with it. And people who put this on the number 1 worst spot for worst movie of 2016 makes me just want to strangle those stupid people to death. This is a great movie. Inside Out, one of the best Pixar movies of all time. I love this movie so much. We got Iron Man 2, one of the best films in the MCU, and one of the most underrated films in the MCU. Love Iron Man 2, it was a lot better than the first one. But Iron Man 3 is the best Iron Man movie of all time, and, of course, one of the best MCU movies of all time. This film was amazing as hell. This movie could not have been better. I love this movie and everything about it. This belongs to my sister. Never seen it, never will. It looks way too scary. I hate scary movies. Horror is my least favorite genre. I like some horror movies, and I just showed you Halloween, but I really cannot do really scary movies, especially this movie. I'll never watch this movie ever. We got Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit. I love this movie. The Jason Bourne Classified Collection, along with Jason Bourne 5. All really good movies. Bourne Legacy, not that good. But the first three are good. Jason Bourne is the best Jason Bourne movie of all time. I love this movie. It is amazing. The John Wick trilogy. These movies are fucking awesome. I love these movies so much. They're amazing and badass. Cannot wait for John Wick 4. My favorite so far is number 3. Joker. Joaquin Phoenix was so good. I hope he wins the Oscar for Best Actor like he won the Golden Globe for. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. The Jungle Book. The Jungle Book 2. And the live action Jungle Book. Great movie, but Christopher Walken's singing voice is horrible. When he voiced King Louis, Christopher Walken, you need to stay away from musicals because you cannot sing. Jurassic Park. Love Jurassic Park. It's a classic. You gotta love Jurassic Park. It's my favorite movie of 1993, which is the year I was born. Lost World Jurassic Park. A really good movie, but I have a lot of problems with this film. Jurassic Park 3, the weakest in the Jurassic Park franchise, but it's entertaining at times. Jurassic World is by far the best Jurassic Park sequel. And Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I thought this was really good. I know a lot of people don't like this movie, but I really enjoy this movie. I will say they could have removed that twist involving that little girl and that decision she made at the end involving the fate of the dinosaurs. Those could have been removed. But for the most part, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was a great movie. Here we got Justice League. Love it. Kiki's Delivery Service. Not really into anime, but this is a good movie. Kingsman: The Secret Service. One of the biggest surprises and one of the best action movies of all time. And it's one of my all-time favorites. Kingsman: The Golden Circle was a little disappointing, but still a great film. Kong Skull Island. Love Kong Skull Island. By far the best MonsterVerse film. And we got Kung Fu Panda 2 and 3. I love these movies. And the first one. My favorite so far is Kung Fu Panda 2. I said so far. I don't know if they're gonna make Kung Fu Panda 4. If they do, I'll be down to see it. For sure. Alright. La La Land. This movie's alright. It's not that good. Very overrated movie. Hated the ending. The Legend of Tarzan. The Lego Movie. Fantastic movie. Lego Movie 2. The Lego Batman movie. Lethal Weapon Collection. I love all 4 of these. These movies are awesome. My favorite is number 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. But all 4 of them are great films. I love all 4 of them. License to Kill, a great James Bond movie. Live action Lion King. Really disappointing. But I enjoy it because it's Lion King. Live and Let Die. The Living Daylights. And here we got Logan, which is in the X-Men universe, and you know, this movie's fun. This movie's fun to watch. I enjoy this movie, but it's not great. The Lorax, by far the best animated Dr. Seuss adaptation of all time. This movie was amazing. I absolutely love The Lorax. Love and Other Drugs. Oh my god. I love Anne Hathaway. I mean, her getting naked, showing her boobs and nipples. Like, oh my god, I really want to marry Anne Hathaway. A lot of women I just want to marry, you know? Alright, let's move on. Machete. Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Better than the first two, in my opinion. The Magnificent Seven. The Magnificent Seven is a magnificent movie. Maleficent, I love it. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. I just got this on Saturday. The most recent movie I own. Not as good as the first one, but still really good. Man of Steel, I love it. The Man with the Golden Gun. The Marine 2. The Mask, that I was mentioning Cameron Diaz earlier, sexy in this movie. Love The Mask. He's one of the best, pretty much one of the best movies of all time. The Matrix trilogy. First one's obviously the best. You gotta love The Matrix. It's amazing. Definitely love the lobby shootout scene. Matrix Reloaded, entertaining, it's solid, and I even enjoy Matrix Revolutions. But I wanted to like this more than Reloaded, but couldn't really quite do it. But I enjoyed this movie. I thought the ending was satisfying. But yeah, I enjoy all three of them. But the only one that's great is the first one, of course. We got Max Payne, one of the best movies based off of video games. The Mechanic, it's average. Mechanic Resurrection is a lot better. Mechanic Resurrection is one of Jason Statham's best movies, and Jessica Alba is hot. Want to marry her too. Love Mechanic Resurrection. The Meg, where Jason Statham fights a big giant shark. Fun to watch. Not as good as Deep Blue Sea, but it's still good. Megamind. Men in Black 3 and Men in Black International. Mike and Dave need wedding dates. Minions. Fun movie to watch. It's cute. Mission Impossible 1, 4, 5, and 6. The best Mission Impossible movie was number 3 until we had Fallout. Fallout is by far the best Mission Impossible movie. Absolutely love it. It's great. Moana. I love Moana. Monsters University. Great film. Moonlight. The only reason why I saw this was because it won Best Picture, and it wasn't too bad, actually. It belongs to my mother. She really liked it, and it still hasn't been opened yet. Mr. Popper's Penguins. Oh, and happy belated birthday, Jim Carrey. You're the funniest person ever to exist in all of life. Navy SEALs, great action movie. Neighbors. Neighbors 2. Like this one a little more than the first one. Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb. The Night Before. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I only watched this once a long time ago, and this belongs to my sister. Non-Stop. This was really good. The Nutty Professor. Comedy film I loved since I was a kid. Olympus Has Fallen. One of my all-time favorite movies, and it's by far Antoine Fuqua's best film. London Has Fallen. Really good, but not as good as the first one. Angel Has Fallen. Angel Has Fallen was great. I love it. Not as good as the first one, but it was better than the second one. Honor Majesty's Secret Service. The Other Woman. This was a really good movie. I like this movie a lot. Kate Upton actually is my number one celebrity crush. Definitely want to marry Kate Upton. She is my first pick for marriage. I love Kate Upton. I really want to spend the rest of my life with you so much. Overlord, really good. The Patriot. Patriots Day. This was a great film. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Not a great movie. A lot of people hated it, but I actually enjoyed this movie overall. Pearl Harbor. Great movie directed by Michael Bay. This is one of the best World War II movies of all time. Michael Bay should be proud of himself for making this movie. This movie is excellent. And I loved Midway. I cannot wait to own Midway. Peanuts movie. Peppermint. And the original Peace Dragon. Love this movie. My number one favorite movies of the 70s decade. Peace Dragon is great. Do not own the remake Peace Dragon. I did not like that movie. It wasn't good. Really bland. The remake is not worth owning. Don't waste your time with the remake. Only the original is worth watching. Pirates of the Caribbean 4 and 5. Number 4, not really that good, but this one I thought was... Number 5 I thought was really good. Big improvement over the fourth one. Pitch Perfect 2, actually I've not seen any of these movies. Belongs to my mom. Pixels. This movie is awesome. I have my review for this movie on my channel. Go watch it, and I'll tell you how much I love it. Pixels is great. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, great movie. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, even better. But War for the Planet of the Apes, this one was even better than the first two. The best Planet of the Apes movie of all time. I love it. Planet 51, the Predator Collection. First one is obviously the best. The best Predator sequel, in my opinion, is number 2. Predators and The Predator are fun to watch. I actually like The Predator more than Predators. So yeah. And the entire Prison Break series. I actually still have yet to continue Prison Break Season 4. So yeah. We got Project X. I enjoy this movie about teenagers partying. And here we got Puss in Boots. Quantum of Solace. This James Bond movie actually I have not watched in a long time. All 5 Rambo films. So, First Blood. This one's okay. It's fine. This one is enjoyable. Not a great action movie. Very overrated, but I enjoy it. But yeah, it's okay. It's not really that great. But the sequels are amazing. All the Rambo sequels are better than the first one. First, like I said, first one's okay, not that great, but these are amazing. Second one I love so much. Rambo 3 I love a little more than the second one. Number 5, not as good as any of the other sequels, but still a great movie. I love it. But Rambo 4 is the best Rambo movie of all time, and it's one of the best movies in general of all time. Love Rambo, barely any issues. Rambo 4 is a classic, best Rambo movie of all time. So yeah, with the Rambo franchise, first one, it's okay. All Rambo sequels, these Rambo movies right here are called classics, especially number 4. Ready Player One, great film. The Rock, really fun movie directed by Michael Bay. Really fun 90s action movie. I like this movie a lot. Saints and Soldiers. I actually have not watched the whole thing of this yet, but I will. But from what I've seen of this movie, it's actually good. Saving Private Ryan, one of my all-time favorite movies. Amazing movie. How could it not be? Scream, Lost My Sister. I have never seen it before in my life. Secret Life of Pets. Here we got 7. Kind of an impressive mystery film. Not one of my favorites, but it's not too bad. But then when David Mills, played by Brad Pitt, goes, "What's in the box?" Very overrated ending. That ending is not one of the best. But like I said, this movie's impressive. Shazam, Shrek the Third, Sing, Sisters, never saw it, belongs to my mother. Skyfall, one of the best James Bond movies of all time. Definitely the best Bond movie with Daniel Craig. Skyscraper, I enjoy Skyscraper. It's fun to watch. Sleeping Beauty. Another one belongs to my sister. I've never seen. Silence of the Lambs. Of course, she really likes this movie. I never saw it. Don't think I ever will. Not like I said, it's not really my kind of movie. The Smurfs 1 and 2, not great, but they're cute. But they're actually cute. I enjoy these movies. I actually like the first one a little bit more than the second one. Snakes on a Plane, another guilty pleasure. It's with Samuel L. Jackson. A Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. I never heard this till my mom or stepdad got this. I think it was my stepdad, but I don't know anything about it. Space Jam. This was my childhood. I loved Space Jam. Spectre, one of the most underrated Bond movies, and one of my favorite Bond movies. Not as good as Skyfall, but it's better than Quantum of Solace and Casino Royale. Speed, fantastic action movie. You gotta love Speed. Speed 2 Cruise Control. Not a great movie, but it's entertaining. And here we go with my favorite superhero of all time. Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a great superhero. Love Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3, the #1 best superhero movie of all time. And one of the top 5 best movies of all time. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I actually have not watched these in a long time. I did love these at first, but I actually haven't watched them in a while. My opinion might change, but only one way to find out. Spider-Man Homecoming, really good. Spider-Man Far From Home I thought was a lot better than Homecoming. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. My favorite animated movie of 2018. The Spy Who Loved Me. The Star Trek trilogy. The prequel collection of Star Wars. The only one that's actually good is Episode 3. Revenge of the Sith. And the worst Star Wars movie of all time is Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. The Phantom Menace isn't really that good either, but at least it has Darth Maul and that pretty cool lightsaber battle at the end. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. The original collection of Star Wars. Star Wars The Force Awakens, the best Star Wars movie within the last few years. Star Wars The Last Jedi, very divisive movie. Probably the most polarizing movie of all time. But I thought this was really good. Storks, very underrated anime movie. I love this movie so much. It's definitely one of the best anime movies of the decade. Without a doubt. Suicide Squad, I love this movie. The Taken Collection, a good movie. The best one is Taken 2. Taken 2 is amazing. It's by far the best Liam Neeson action movie of all time. First one's really good. Taken 2 is amazing. Love Taken 2 so much. Best Taken movie of all time. Taken 3 has its problems, but Taken 3 is fun to watch. But yeah, I enjoy these. I really like this trilogy. The best one is Taken 2. Love Taken 2 and everything about it. Tears of the Sun. Amazing movie. One of Antoine Fuqua's best movies. I love Tears of the Sun. Excellent film. Ted 1 and 2, double feature. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, really good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Decent movie. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. You gotta love this movie. This movie is excellent. Best Terminator movie of all time. I love it. Terminator Genesis. The weakest in the Terminator franchise, but it's fun to watch. I have yet to watch Terminator Dark Fate, although I was pissed that it erased Terminator 3. Terminator 3 is by far the best Terminator movie that's not directed by James Cameron. Thor: The Dark World, a great movie. Thor: Ragnarok, love it. The Three Stooges triple movie. I actually like an hour and 15-minute long episodes that I haven't seen. I haven't watched it. Well, I watched like the first 20 minutes of the fourth one, but I haven't gone that far. But yeah. Tomorrowland. Total Recall. Love this movie. I will watch the remake with Colin Farrell one day, but I'm sure it won't be as good. Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 4. Great. I love the Toy Story movies. Toy Story 4 is great. And just like with Bumblebee, oh man, the Transformers movies. Guys, these movies are amazing. There is nothing wrong with the Transformers movies. Michael Bay should be so proud of himself for these movies. These movies are awesome. First one's great. I love the first one so much. Transformers Return of the Fallen, I actually love even more than the first one. Even people say people actually say this one's bad. This is a great film. Transformers Dark of the Moon is the best Transformers movie of all time, and it's the best Michael Bay movie of all time. Loved Dark of the Moon. Transformers Age of Extinction, I love it so much, and Transformers Last Night. I will say this is the weakest Transformers movie so far, but it was still a great movie. But yeah. Along with Bumblebee the movie, but Age of Extinction and Transformers and The Last Night, especially Age of Extinction are some of the best movies of the decade that just ended. Transformers is one of the best movies of the 2000s decade. But Transformers 2 and 3, especially 3, these are some of the best movies ever made. These are classic films. Love these movies. I actually love these movies more than Star Wars. So yeah. Great films, excellent movies. So is Bumblebee the movie. The best one is Dark of the Moon, and it's the best movie that Michael Bay has ever directed. Tropic Thunder. Oh, here we go, the last stack. Oh man, this is a lot of fun. Tuck and Dale versus Evil. I have never seen this movie. Belongs to my sister. She just got it for Christmas. Twister. This was really good. You got Unbroken, Steelbook. I saw this movie. It's really good. It belongs to my mom. Ugh. I have this mess to clean up. Under Siege 1 and 2. Really good movies. First one is better, of course. Second one has issues, but it's fun to watch. But Under Siege is really good. Vacation. Love this movie. This was a great film. Definitely a lot better than Vegas Vacation. Vegas Vacation really wasn't that good. But the first three are great. This one is definitely a great movie. I love Vacation so much. One of the best comedies of all time. Wayne's World 1 and 2. I love these movies. I like the second one a little more, to be honest. We're the Millers. Great comedy movie from 2013. We Were Soldiers. I love We Were Soldiers. A great Vietnam War movie. I love it so much. White House Down. One of the best movies ever made. And Roland Emmerich's best movie ever made. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, childhood. You gotta love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Wonder Woman, the best DCU movie so far. I love Wonder Woman so much. You gotta love Wonder Woman. The World's Not Enough has the hottest Bond girl, which is Denise Richards. Denise Richards, man, she was so sexy. Wreck-It Ralph, one of my favorite movies of all time. You gotta love Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is a classic. Wreck-It Ralph is amazing. One of my favorite movies of all time. But Ralph Breaks the Internet was really disappointing. I really enjoyed this movie. Was good, but disappointing. Nowhere near as good as the first one. X-Men Origins Wolverine. This one was okay. Not really that good. The Wolverine, the best solo Wolverine movie of all time, where he's in Japan. Better than Logan and better than X-Men Origins Wolverine. X-Men Days of Future Past. The best X-Men movie of all time and one of the best of all time. This movie even has one of the best endings of all time. X-Men Days of Future Past is one of the best, and this is the best X-Men movie ever. X-Men Apocalypse, really underrated. I love X-Men Apocalypse. It was a great film. X-Men Dark Phoenix, entertaining, but not really a great film. But I enjoy it. Triple X, Return of Xander Cage. Great movie, but not as good as the first two. Zootopia. Really love Zootopia. 12 Strong. This was a great movie. I love it. 13 Hours. Amazing movie. One of Michael Bay's best movies. I love 13 Hours. And I love Michael Bay. Michael Bay is one of the best movie directors of all time. 21 Jump Street. This was a great movie. I love it so much. 21 Jump Street is awesome and funny. But 22 Jump Street was actually a lot better. I really love this movie so much. Better than the first one. 21 Jump Street is amazing. But 22 Jump Street was a lot better. 24 Season 8. My favorite TV show of all time. And this is my favorite season of 24. Love 24 and everything about it. And Jack Bauer, you are my idol. Love 24 so much. And this is my favorite season. Love 24. Best show ever. Best season ever. And, well, although probably tied with 24 Live Another Day. 24 Live Another Day is awesome. Jack Bauer is badass. Love 24 Live Another Day so much. 24 is the best show ever. And that's it. That's all of my Blu-rays and 4Ks. Oh my god. Wow. Can you believe this? Here, let me just, if I may, just look at all that. Just look at all that. Look at all these Blu-rays that I own and 4Ks. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, come on, you just gotta love these. You gotta love these movies. I mean, what can I say? Movies are my favorite form of art. I mean, how could they not be? I love movies. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. In fact, I even hope you enjoyed this more than my last one because I had a lot more, and I'm sure this video was shorter than my last one. In fact, I'm sure it is. But yeah, I do have some editing to do to make it even shorter because, But thank you so much as always for watching, and let me know and tell me what you thought of this video and what you thought about these movies that I spoke about. So, thank you always so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope you have a great 2020 and a great beginning of this decade. I'm having a good beginning of this decade so far. Hope you are too. So thank you always so much for watching, and I'll be back for my review for 1917. Look forward to that review very soon. And I told you during my review of Harriet, I'll be doing my best movies of 2018 and 19. I will do that when I get the chance. I promise you that. But in the meantime, look forward to my review for 1917. And then, so yeah. In the meantime, have a good one. You guys are the best. Have a good day.